As I was saying, um,
Hello.
you're pretty bad. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Hello, everybody who's listening into this conversation. We were just talking about how the fact that Zach has taken a trip to Mars and has been studying there for quite a while. That's why we haven't been able to record. Is
It's a, ni-
that right?
it's a nice trip to Mars. I can't
Yeah.
complain
How's
about it.
how's the Wi-Fi there? I bet it was spotty because we haven't been able to record.
It was pretty good, actually. You just couldn't
Oh
connect to
yeah,
me.
yeah, sure.
My own personal Wi-Fi was fine. You just couldn't connect to mine.
Okay.
So today we'll be talking about the 360-degree leader. So before I get into this topic, and it's a little different for our usual content, but on my rotation, my person charging me, a preceptor, made me read this book, and so he had me do a summary for it. So this is my summary I gave to my preceptor. So
And this is a new segment of our YouTube channel where we're gonna discuss some books that one of us has read or trying to convince the other one to read it. It's kind of like you can see it from a point of view of someone that has never read it and another person who has. We're gonna talk a little bit about this book, and if you like what we talk about, then you can go ahead and Google it on the link description and read it.
yeah. So I did do a different format for summaries just to make it a little simpler. It's called Book in 3 Sentences, Impressions, Who Should Read It, and Top 5 Quotes. I think I
Okay.
adapted this from Ali A, which if you're checking out this video, you probably know of Ali A. Not Ali A, but Ali Abil.
If
But
you don't, go check him out.
yeah.
He's a cool dude.
So this is kind of the format he gave for his summaries, and I kind of liked it, so I just took it and went with it. So the book in 3 sentences, so it is easier to lead from the middle than it is at the top, due to you not having to make all the decisions for yourself, and because the blame is not all placed on you. It's important that you get to know your employees and give them encouragement. Even if you're leading from the middle, the person at the top might not be a good leader, so you need to do you do what you need to do to help them out to succeed. So when they succeed, you succeed. So
The name of the book is 360-degree leader developing your influence from anywhere in the organization,
yeah,
right? Okay. John C. Maxwell.
yeah. So leading from the middle means like most people have they think you have to be at the top of the organization to lead, which the book tells you you can lead from the middle as long as you're helping your fellow employees out, building morale around them, and no one's like really falling apart. You're helping. You're helping the main leader, which will recognize you eventually, help you out too. So, you think that was good for that part?
Yeah,
Does it make sense
it's
to you?
it's very interesting. So I have never thought about it like that. So
And like giving encouragement to your fellow employees is just keep morale up. And if you're in a
no,
bad
the
organization and stuff, it's probably better to get out.
the leading from the middle, I've never viewed it like that. So that's pretty nice.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was interesting because like if you're the top, everything's placed on you if something goes wrong.
Right,
If you're in the
right,
middle, stuff can go wrong. It's like it's his fault, not mine. You know.
right.
So, but impressions of the book. So the book was pretty good. It taught me something I didn't think of, and that was leading from the middle organization. So that was just my quick impressions of the book.
Yeah.
But who should read it? Who do you think should read it, Mitchell? Just from what you heard so far.
Sounds like somebody who is in the position who will lead or wants to lead or is in a position of authority leading either a group, individual, or a company.
So you mean like a physician who leads a team every day?
Yeah, any kind of not even it could be a nurse, it could be because a nurse will have other people that it works with, so you can also be a leader there. But yeah, it can literally apply to a lot of different aspects.
That's basically what I said in my summary of it. I said anyone who thinks they're going to be leading a group or organization, or someone's a team manager, book is great for you guys. And like it's good for good leaders and people just getting into it because it teaches you like some tips from beginner level, like hey, be nice to people and they'll be nice to you.
And hey, it could also be really good for people who don't like to lead to be able to understand the people who lead and to be able to see where they're coming from and to be able to, rationalize some of the leaders um things that they will need to do in order to be successful within the organization or to push the organization to move forward.
That's kind of why I read it, because I'm not really a leader most of the time. I just follow along, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be a
Oh,
physician
great.
someday. I'm gonna be a pharmacist. I'm gonna be a leader of a team somewhere in life. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a
you
leader if
have
you
to
want to
be
be
it.
a doctor. Yeah.
Even if pharmacist has staff under him, he's like, well, I gotta take care of my techs now.
Yep.
So if you're a bad
Yep.
leader of them, you're gonna fall down a big slippery slope. Now for the quotes, I just chose top five. These are just like my favorite highlights from the book when I was going through it. So after I go through one, Al Mitchell will do a comment on it, see what he thinks of it.
Okay.
So the first quote was, "The true measure of leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less."
Hmm. Hmm. That's good.
You like that one?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, to be a leader, it's to see how much influence you have. Like, if you don't have that much influence in a group or in a person, then you're not really, leading.
Yeah, you have to be able to influence people, and that's mostly just being nice to them. Or like, if someone's being mean to you, you're not gonna follow them at all. Would you?
Well, but okay, so psychology wise, there's also those antagonistic type leaders who they don't want to be followed and like they're mean, and then regardless of that, you still follow what they do.
Yeah.
They use that in like so many movies and books.
It's also like that's a sign of bad organization. You should probably get out of there too. But you know,
Yeah.
that's what I said in the beginning. It's you have a bad leader. You're supposed to do your best and make them look good, so they help you out later on too. The second quote is, "Leadership is the choice you make, not a place you sit." So that's kind of talking about you can lead from the middle, not the top.
Hmm.
So what do you think about that one?
It's interesting. Leadership I mean, it is a choice. Like, you can choose not to lead, but regardless, sometimes you are put in a position when you have to lead and you have no choice. Like, and then you don't choose to lead. So maybe this quote is it's lacking a little bit more substance.
I mean, you could make a choice and not lead. You could just quit your job and not lead. But nope, I don't want to do
And I
this.
guess by making a choice, you're actually by making a choice and not leading, you're actually like
Making a
is it,
choice.
yeah, exactly. Which is redundant, but true.
So trust is built one block at a time, but when it is violated, the entire wall comes crashing down. So you know that one person that betrays you that one time, you never trust them again. That's kind of what the quote's going against.
Yeah, but see, like, but that's okay, but like, there was so much wrong with this one. I don't agree with this quote. I mean, yes, building trust is very important, and once the person betrays you, but then you have to know the reasons for the betrayal and the purpose for the betrayal. You can't just blindly like cut people off your life just because they like did some stupid shit that they regret or something. So like, what happens about the forgiveness? And then I'm thinking probably too much into this quote.
I think you're thinking a little too much. I mean, I know a lot of people that follow this every time.
But yes, yes, I understand. It says trust is built one block at a time. Um, I feel like when it's violated, I don't think the entire wall comes crashing down, but I feel like more like the wall, the the wall is not as strong anymore, or it's
Yeah,
faulty.
but it keeps happening though. The wall is gonna fall down eventually.
If the trust keeps being broken, yes, yes,
So
unless you
it
try to
just keeps
fix it.
taking blocks out every time it gets broken. Eventually, you have no wall.
We should do a video about psychology because that's my field. All right, next one.
So next quote is, "True heroism is remarkably sober, very undramatic. It is the urge to surpass all others at whatever the cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever the cost." So
Hmm, I don't know. Remarkably sober. True heroism is remarkably sober. So why did you pick this one? Did you like identify with this? Any of this?
I just thought like, so a lot of people believe that you need to do whatever the cost, do whatever it takes to become the best, even at the expense of others.
Yeah, I think that's like that could be bad or that could be good depending on what you do.
But like when you do that though, like for your organization, if you're leading the organization, you do that, you're not caring about how much your workers are getting paid. For example,
Yeah,
Amazon.
exactly. Like, yeah, like freaking Amazon, bro. Like, what? Like, this man is like extending the hours to like super shifts of like 13 or it's like 16 hours. Yeah. So yeah, I
But
can
if you
see that.
serve your people and give them a better wage and just help them out, make sure they know you're there for them, your organization's gonna be stronger for the long term.
It's not the urge to surpass all others at whatever the cost, but the urge to serve others at whatever the cost. To serve others. I mean, yes, as a leader, you do tend to, yeah. Okay. What's the last one?
It's impossible to learn leadership without actually leading.
Oh, that's 100% true.
I'm really trying to put myself in positions now where I have to lead an organization. I have to lead the project I just took on today. Like literally today on the 15th, I took a new project on. I have a
How does that
proposal
make?
due on Friday, so
And how did that make you feel?
it was in the moment, so I'm still processing it.
Oh, okay.
So
That's understandable.
so thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video. I'll try not to go back to Mars, but we'll see.
Let's see you in the flippity flip.
Peace.
When is that coming out?